I'm Heather. I'm a mental health therapist and a ritual maker. This is my second ritual, and hopefully I'll be doing these periodically as just a way of allowing us to move through this time with more peace, more clarity. Mental health obviously is so critical right now. We're all facing different challenges, and ritual making is this really wonderful way of giving yourself space to give expression to the disorientation, to give expression to how you're making meaning out of this time. And it allows us to become reoriented. And so hopefully that is something that you get to experience as I do these. I've been thinking a lot about how most of us are social distancing and the weight that takes, because our lives have dramatically shrunk. The weight of not being able to hug our dearest friends, our family members, and to know that it's an indefinite amount of time. And that takes a real heavy toll on our bodies. I'm also aware of the weight of what's happening to our world. I mean, it's in some ways falling apart. Our economy is being greatly impacted. And there's no doubt in my mind that your finances are being greatly impacted. We are, feeling so much around our healthcare professionals and what they're facing. Or you are a healthcare professional and you're anticipating or already experiencing the way this virus is wreaking havoc. And so, to say the least, like, our bodies are weighty right now from the toll of this pandemic. And so I want you to just check in with your body and its language, and to see like where on your body is the weight being held. So it could be in your throat, it's constricted. It could be in your gut, it's tight. You might be constipated. You might be compacted in some way. Your chest might be tight or closed in. So just give yourself a moment and discover, like, where is it that you hold this weight? And the weight is compounded by the fact that we are living very censored lives, very contained lives, overly contained. And never have we had to censor ourselves so much. Did I wash my hands? Did I wash my hands long enough? Did I sing happy birthday too fast? Twice. Do I need to say it 3 times? Did I go to the grocery store? Do I go to the grocery store? And if I do go to the grocery store, I have to be aware of when me and this other person are wanting apples, to stand back and wait my turn. The 6 feet apart. It's just insane in some ways. Walking with my family, and when we see an older person, or when we're just encountering other people, we have to maintain a certain distance. So that censoring is really taking a toll on us as well, and we're having to be at home all the time. So again, overly contained, overly censored, and feeling the weight of this pandemic. So our bodies are needing some kind of release. And that's part of what this ritual will be about. So we're going to do a series of sounds and motions, and repetition is really important because it reduces the neural activity in our brains. And neural activity is great when you're trying to problem solve, when you're trying to anticipate what's going to happen, when you're wanting not to make mistakes. It's great. Your prefrontal cortex creates a lot of neural activity, and this part of your brain is your brain's boss. Sometimes the boss needs a freaking break, right? And repetition helps give that part of your brain a break, so that you can access other parts of your brain that might need tending to. So whether it's your cerebellum, which is about movement and coordination, or whether it's more the autobiographical part of your brain or creative parts of your brain that need to be accessed right now, because it allows us to make new movements, make new decisions about how we want to live during this time. So the things that you'll need are oil, And if you don't have oil, I'm going to be using frankincense, but if you don't have an oil, an orange will do, or a fragrant flower, or something that has a distinct and pleasing scent to it. And then you'll need some kind of material that can be tied. So again, it can be anything: dish towel, shoelace, string, yarn. And go grab those, and then we'll begin. So I want you to take the material that you have and begin to make knots while naming like all the ways that you're carrying your weight. What is the weight that you're carrying? And give language to it. So take some time and do that. I'm going to do it quietly, so you can do it out loud. I think speaking out loud is helpful, but not required. If you need to continue to name those things, please pause and take as much time as you want. So you're giving right now expression to the weight, and I think in that it helps connect you through kind of physically making the knots what you're undergoing. I want you to, again, check in with the body part that's holding the weight, and let's begin to find a motion that will help you release it. So here again, looking ridiculous is part of it, because it will allow you to move out of the kind of the groove that you have found yourself in. And it shifts you over to one direction or another, and I think allows you to experience yourself and your needs and wants and the world around you in a more refreshed way. So give yourself permission. You don't have to be so ridiculous, but just know that if you feel a little bit self-conscious, that's okay. So for me, I need to open up my chest. I felt myself kind of slowly moving in like this, and so much of that for me is the weight of not being able to hug and be near the people that I love so much, and the screen that I've been staring at for hours at a time, whether it's through my work or just checking in with friends and family, is just so, the flatness is beginning to cause my body to disconnect, and so I need to open that up. So I'm going to do this motion of opening and letting my chest be able to push through. So I'm going to do this just for a few times to show you. I would love it if you would take longer, a minute or two, to just continue to do that motion so that the repetition will begin to sink in. And take the oil or whatever scent you have and mark the part that has needed release. And then make sure you take that scent in. This is allowing our senses to be helpful guides for us to return to those places that help heal us and remind us that we can move through this okay. That we can move through this well. And now I want you to think of your emotions and what you might need to be released there. And so, again, if it's anger, frustration, if it's grief, or it's just a loud expression that you need to make because you need to move past boundaries because we've been so boundaried. So I want you to, again, this will be my sound. You can have your very own sound, whatever you sense that you need. Offer that to yourself. So I would be offering a more guttural sound because I feel like I need to get out this deep, dark, at times angry and too contained sounds. So join with me, pause if you need to, but let's give voice to what we're feeling and the weight that we're carrying. Let yourself laugh a little too if you need it. Mark yourself with the oil. Do it again. The oil. And do it one more time, but continue to do the sound if it feels appropriate and right. Yourself with the oil. My neighbors might be thinking I'm pooping in my yard. I know I'm going to continue to make those sounds actually after I end this video, so please give yourself ample time. This deserves all of your absurdity in order to allow your body, your mind, heart, and soul to open up and find some I think agency and healing in the midst of this. Take good care.